Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Hollownet. Today we have my beautiful wife.
Hello.
She can come up with like a code name if she wants or something like that, but until then I will just refer to her as wife. You got any cool code name? You have some type of awesome like Night Slayer or something? Killmoth?
Mrs. Hollownet.
There
everybody.
you go. Really creative there. Very, very easy to do. So, being the Holopod, this is going to be mainly Star Wars related. I've got a lot of little questions on my delightful phone here. But first, let's just say, how long have you been a Star Wars fan?
Technically since like birth, basically.
Since birth?
Yeah, like birth.
You came sliding out and they put a lightsaber in your hands?
My dad pretty much did, yeah.
Wow. Now, has it always been like a super big fan or just kind of like a passerby? Like, oh, I know who Luke is. He's so cute.
It like came and went throughout the years. Like when I was little, I really loved it. And like obviously like I wasn't super into it like as a teenager just because I was becoming interested in other stuff, I guess. But I'm becoming more into it now because I'm married to literal Mr. Star Wars. So
that's me.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know there was an EU or anything when I was a kid. Like I wasn't that deep into it. My dad apparently knew about it, but I didn't. I had only like watched the movies and stuff.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when we were first starting to like move into with each other and stuff, you didn't even know Star Wars had books, and you were kind of surprised about the fact that they had comics and books and novels and stuff.
I wouldn't say it was when we first moved in together because we've been together for like 6 years. But it was recent. Like I feel like it's only been in the last couple years, I would say. But yeah, I had no idea. I had never heard of Star Wars books or anything other than like coloring books and like maybe an occasional like the cat's up here.
Hang on one second. Continue.
The cat is no longer up here. Yeah, like I knew there was like some like kids books kind of. Not like, you know, the Young Jedi Warriors and all things like that. I didn't know about any of that, but you know, now I do. Now I know about it and I've read a couple myself. So
now what are the books that you've read?
Well, you tried to get me to read some of the Han Solo trilogy. Didn't really grasp me a whole lot.
The Brian Daley books.
Yeah, the Brian Daley books.
The old ones.
Rip in peace.
Yeah.
Legend for real.
Yeah, it was good.
But I have read in full Death Troopers and Red Harvest. And yeah.
The spooky zombie duology.
And obviously I've watched Matt Wilkins review like a million Star Wars books at this point. So
big Matt Wilkins fan.
Matt Wilkins.
Yay. So out of those two books, which one are you like? Which one's the best one? What's your favorite?
Oh, absolutely, Death Troopers. Death Troopers, 100%. They both have their flaws. Absolutely, they both have their flaws. But Death Troopers, I would definitely recommend to someone first over Red Harvest.
Oh, easy. And that cover. Crazy cover.
Oh, great cover. Great cover.
Now, I know you've got some gripes. I know you gripes more than most people. You yell and scream about it.
You've heard my gripes a lot.
What are your... Because I think I've only really heard your gripes. You say you like the books a lot.
No, I've told you the likes.
Okay,
it's
then
just the gripes that stick harder.
Okay, then tell us some of your likes. Gas up before you tear it down.
It's been a while since I've read it, but I would say I do like the overall premise. I'm gonna warn now if anyone hasn't read it, I'm about to drop some spoilers a little bit just because it's gonna go into my heavy gripes with it. So spoiler alert, if you haven't read Death Troopers, don't listen to this next little few minutes.
Skip some minutes.
I do like the overall premise. I think that because it's a horror book, obviously. I think it does some of the buildup really well, and I think that it executes it good. I'm like a hardcore horror geek, as you know. I'm very love everything horror. We actually just watched The Back Rooms. We just got back from that like 20 minutes ago. So I love horror. It takes a lot to like really scare me. So like to me, I feel like it was more of like it'd be good for like a teen horror book. Like the scares, like I wouldn't say like for a super big horror fanatic, like it's not gonna be like super scary or anything. But it did have me for a while. Like it did, like I was engrossed for a bit. Like I was like on the edge of my seat for a lot of it. Like it did execute what it was trying to do fairly well, I will say. So that's
so you're saying great mood setter, has some very rich environments. The vibe is good.
Overall, yeah. I'd give it like 7 out of 10 overall for like grasping you and stuff like that, I would say.
I can already tell you're itching on the bad stuff, so go ahead.
I'm itching. Okay, I want to preface this by saying I do like the books. But I do have a lot of critiques. Like I said, it'd probably be a really good teen book. Like a teen to like not probably not a child, but a teen, like a young teen, something like that. Where do I begin? I would say we'll start with Death Troopers because Red Harvest has a lot. I have almost nothing good to say about Red Harvest.
Do you not like Red Harvest?
Not a lot.
Bad book.
It's not a bad book in terms of like it's written super terribly or anything, or the story is there. It's just not executed well. But we'll get back into Death Troopers first because that's the topic at hand. So first of all, the buildup I would say is a little too much. Like my biggest gripe with things is it taking too long to get to the meat. And then I'm almost like losing it. I'm losing interest and I don't want to enjoy it. You know, it's kind of the gripes. I'm a big like fiction reader. I like Dan Brown books, Da Vinci Code, stuff like that. I even had issues with some of his books, even though I'm a huge fan, because it just takes too long to get to the point, to get to the thing that I want. And that's the issue I had with Death Troopers. It took like almost over half the book to really start getting into it. Which I'm like, I don't like that personally. I'm like, I'm here for this specific reason. I kind of want a little bit more in it. I feel like it's just edging you for a lot of that. Like, it's just like, oh, is this going to be when it happens? Is this going to be when it happens? Oh, it's got to be at this moment. And then just nothing ever happens. nothing ever happens. But yeah, so that's one of my first gripes. The second one is just like, I don't know. Like the scares aren't terrible when the scares do happen. I just feel like like I said, if you are like a big like horror person, it's probably not going to really get you as much. Like, I know you're not a horror person and it kind of freaked you out when you were listening to it.
Yeah, I was listening to the audiobook years ago now, and it got so scary and so spooky for me that I put it down and never picked it back up because it was too scary.
So if you're, if you're not like a super big, like, oh, I have numbed myself to horror, you might find the scares a little better. But for me personally, like personal opinion, scary. I thought the scares were kind of weak when they were there. But there were some scenes. This goes back into good stuff, and it's going to immediately go into a really bad thing. Spoiler warning here. My biggest pet peeve is that there's a super, super, super gut, and I talked to you about this, that pissed me off. There was a super like gut wrenching, like tear your soul apart scene with this little baby Wookiee. The main characters come across this little baby Wookiee crying, wailing, so upset. And it's in a prison cell. It's a prison barge. It's in a prison cell with its parents, and it's taking the arms of its dead parents and like hugging itself and crying and wailing, and it's so heartbreaking to read. And then the parent, because it's a zombie outbreak, spoilers again, I warned you 3 times. It's a zombie outbreak on this prison barge, and the dead parents come back to life and eat the baby Wookiee. And the main character is like, run away, and you can hear it like screaming as it's being devoured by its parents. And it's very heartbreaking. I'm a very big empath, so that was very upsetting for me. So you have this like really intense, like gut-wrenching scene. It was so good. It really sucked you in. And then it follows up a little bit later with this scene with the doctor of the ship, who's trying to search the barge for any other living creatures, you know? And it says that there's these ones down in the, what is it called? Solitary. In the solitary confinement. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna, we need all the people we can get. I just gotta brave it and get down here and just see what it is. So she goes down there, and it's really creepy. It's dark. It's scary. She's nervous. Like, she's hearing these things. She hears this like loud, like roaring noise. She opens, the cell, and this giant, like monstrous thing is roaring and comes running at her, and she freaks out. And then she hears coming from the other one, she hears, "Hey, you scared Chewie." I'm Han Solo, and it pissed me off. It pissed me off so bad. I was so angry. Why was Han Solo there?
Ruined the entire vibe.
It ruined everything. It ruined everything. I was getting sucked in. Finally, mind you, again, the scares did not start happening until like almost over halfway through the book, which is the reason I was reading the book, mind you. And then I finally get immersed. Scares start happening finally. We have, again, this absolutely heartbreaking scene, preluding it. And then Han Solo shows up. And it ruined everything so much.
Because Han Solo's not going to get hurt. Han Solo and Chewie aren't going to die.
Mr. Plot Armor shows up. And you know who's not dying? So, yeah, that's my biggest qualm. I think, were you in the room with me when I read that part?
I was at least in the house. I was for sure in the house.
Because I think like I literally audibly like yelled out like, what is Han Solo doing here? I was so mad. I was so angry. And the rest of the book, I was taken out of it because Han Solo was there. Almost at the end of the book, mind you, he shows up. And then just fucks off. And then he just fucks off. He leaves. Like, he's gone. They get through all this so that he just fucks off, and then he goes and fights in A New Hope. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right before New Hope.
It's literally right before. That's what Han Solo was doing. He was in a zombie plague on a prison barge. So that's Death Troopers.
Yeah, you'd think he might mention that or something.
Maybe he was a criminal. So
yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if I was like in a crazy cantina, I mean, who knows exactly how soon before A New Hope, but you think you'd be like, you'll never believe what I just saw. You'll never believe.
No one ever believed him.
Yeah, probably not. Just him and Chewie. So now you wanted to talk about Red Harvest. You said you had a lot of gripes with that as well.
Yes, I do. Where do I begin? I don't have hardly anything good to say about Red Harvest at all, unfortunately, because I did. It sounds like I didn't, but I did like Death Troopers. For what it was good. If I was like if you showed me it when I was like 14, you know, if you showed me that when I was 14, I'd be like, this is so freaking cool. this is the coolest fucking, and it's Star Wars. This is so fucking cool. But I'm not. I was shown it as a 23-year-old woman with a working brain. So, but Red Harvest, I wouldn't recommend to anybody. I would not recommend it. I would say don't tarnish the memory of Death Troopers and all the fun you had with it, with reading Red Harvest. It's supposed to be a prequel. It's not good. It's not. The idea was there. Okay. The idea was there. Not well executed, unfortunately. There's like 100,000 characters. You bounce around between this Jedi that's in the agriculture corps and a Sith Lord at a Sith Academy, and then you bounce around between like 6 of the Sith students at the Sith Academy, and then you also are in the POV of the groundskeeper of the Sith Academy. A lot of it happens at a Sith Academy, if you couldn't tell. Couple other people, couple other Jedi. The one Jedi in the agriculture corps, her twin brother can telepathically speak to her, and he's also in there, and you also get his POV for some of it. It's a lot of bouncing around. It's hard to follow. You'll get sucked into one scene, and then the next page it will be a completely different person's POV, which can be done. It's been done in many a book. Again, back to Dan Brown. He does it really well in Da Vinci Code, where it bounces between characters, but it's not bouncing between literally like 10 characters each chapter, pretty much. It's hard to follow. You get sucked in just to immediately get kicked in the nuts, and it's not enjoyable. The story is kind of all over the place. It's like he had an idea, but he didn't really know where to go with it. I really think it was more just he was trying to ride on the coattails of Death Troopers. People were probably being like, we want more Death Troopers. And he was like, how the fuck do I make an origin story for this? Uh-oh. And technically, it's not even really the origin story. It's really not, because even in Red Harvest, a dude like thousands of years before it discovered how to make the zombie plague, but didn't succeed, obviously, because then they rediscovered it. I don't remember what the guy's name is, the Sith Lord. I don't remember most of their names because I didn't care enough to remember, because it was terrible.
Is it Scabrous?
Yes, Darth Scabrous. Scarberus. It's it's Scabrous or Scarberus.
I don't even know why I knew that.
Couldn't tell you. I know the Lady Jedi, the agriculture corps one. She's Hestesio Trace, but they call her Zoe. And her brother is, we hardly ever see him, and I don't remember what his name is.
Dylan Skywalker.
No. But he dies. Everyone dies in this. Except Zoe. If you would have told me it was written by Disney, I would believe you.
Ooh.
Sorry, I share the same opinions as my husband, where I hate Disney. Star Wars. So
teaching her what?
That's why we're married.
Teaching her right now. So what do you mean by that? Or is that just shade to throw shade? Do you have anything to back that up?
Well,
I am curious.
Girl boss stays alive. It's not Disney in the fact that gruesome stuff actually happens. I will say that he didn't hold punches, and it was very gruesome in a lot of parts. It was very gross. He's very good at describing the grossness. It just got very, very repetitive, and he was not afraid to kill off characters. That's one thing I do like about that, and another good thing. That in Death Troopers, I like that he is not afraid to kill off main characters, for sure. Like in Death Troopers, one of the main characters that you follow from like literally the beginning dies like right at the end of the book, gets his head fucking blown off. It's crazy. And becomes a zombie. It's awesome. But yeah, so that's one thing I do like, but it bounces too much. There's like no plot to follow, nothing like that, and that's why I think you could tell me it was Disney and I would believe you. Because Girl Boss wins. The story is so nothing burger that you don't remember it at all.
When you say girl boss, like you said she's part of the agricultural corps, right? Like the agri corps?
Yes.
Which means that she's like, the agri corps is cool. It's a really awesome concept. It's a really neat way of working in like how Jedi work in different tiers. But it is like the island for misfit Jedi. Like that's where the shitters go.
Correct. She can telepathically talk to plants. That's her thing.
Does she like kill Sith?
No.
Okay.
She actively like sucks at doing that. Actually, she didn't like kill a single one except for when she told the plant. A plant is the reason why the zombie virus is a thing, mind you. You haven't read it, so I'm like spoiling all this for you.
I'm sure I won't remember. I'm very tired right now.
Told you to read it a million times. It's your fault. A plant is the reason why it got blended up into a gross smoothie and injected into a person's body, and he became a immortal crazy zombie that you can't kill. So she's able to still telepathically communicate with said plant
that's in someone's body
that was blended up into a smoothie. And she can make it grow and kill people that way. Kind of. Not really, though. They didn't fully die. So that's kind of interesting that they just won't die. But somehow they're not fully taking over the planets, the galaxy. Somehow, even though Red Harvest takes place like many thousands of years before not only Death Troopers, but like all of the Star Wars movies and shit.
Yeah, it's an Old Republic book.
Yeah. So
long time ago.
Don't know how that logic works. If they're basically impossible to kill. But yeah, and then it ends. It's all happy, hooray. It was a super rare plant. And she was like, "Oh, my plant." And then she goes back to the AgriCorps thing that she was at. It's like a plant research thing. And they're like, "Look, the plant had babies." And she's like, "Oh my God, but I'm going to leave. There's something else I need to do. I need to train more." And that's it. That's literally it.
Wait, so she was happy that the zombie plant lived?
No, she was happy. Well, she was happy that the plant lived. Yes. It's not like the plant was mixed in with a bunch of other ingredients. It was just the plant was like it was like a magic rare plant. Disney.
Yeah.
Disney logic. Rare magic plant is the key to this. Also, plant can't live without this lady Jedi that can telepathically speak to it. Also
upon being blended,
it had babies, and now she needs to leave to train more to kill Sith.
So what are you rating both of these books out of 10 if you had to slap a number on there?
Death Troopers out of 10, I would give it
before you give a number, an out of 10, and would you reread it in the future?
Okay. Out of 10, I'd give Death Troopers like probably like a 6.5 or a 7, give or take. I would read it again. It was fun. I did have fun. Maybe if I reread it again, I could pick up little things. I personally like rereading books. I really like rereading the book. I've reread Da Vinci Code like 9 times, literally, since I read it first in middle school. So I would read it again. I feel like I could pick up some other stuff more. I could probably appreciate it a little more if I reread it. So yes, I would reread it.
Nice.
Red Harvest? I would give it like a 3.
3 out of 10.
Like a 3. It was something to occupy my time on my breaks at school. That was about it for me.
I'm guessing no reread?
Absolutely not. I would rather spend my time doing almost anything else. Like I said, it's just a way for me to bide my time on school breaks. Basically,
You'd rather be eating cotton candy?
Yeah, I would rather eat cotton candy over a lot of things.
Okay, well, you're weird for that.
You're weird.
So, what is your favorite? To switch topics here a little bit. What is your favorite Star Wars film?
I'm so glad you asked. So I am a basic white girl at heart, and I love Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh.
Love Revenge of the Sith. Oh my god. Hayden Christensen in that movie was amazing. Yeah, I loved it. I love Revenge of the Sith. Probably my favorite Star Wars movie ever.
What draws you to it?
It's hard to say. Really, I think it's just everything. I think the story is really, really good. Obviously, like everyone, like the downfall of Anakin is, it's heart wrenching. I'm a sucker, just like that scene with the Wookiee in Death Troopers. I am a sucker for a good, like, heart wrenching moment. Like, you just fall in love with Anakin, and seeing his downfall and all the moments that he could have been saved and he didn't. It's the fact that he didn't have to turn out that way. It's the fact that he could have lived. I am of the belief, I know some people will fight me on it and have a little shit fit somewhere. I fully believe that if Anakin had just talked to Obi-Wan, I fully believe that everything would have been fine. I fully believe that none of anything else would have happened. 100%. I don't think that would have happened.
You think all it would have taken was a nice brotherly conversation?
I think so. I genuinely think that Obi-Wan loved Anakin, dare I say, almost more than he loved the Jedi Order.
Oh, I'd say so. I think so.
I genuinely think that, and I think that Obi-Wan would have done whatever he needed to do in order for Anakin and Padme to be happy with their babies, and they could have brought change to the Jedi Order, if anything.
Especially after reading Labyrinth of Evil, I agree with you more and more with everything that you're saying, because it goes into that a little bit in a lot of different parts of the book about their connection with each other, and how Obi-Wan started off as the master, but then became more of like Anakin's teaching Obi-Wan how to feel, how to do things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're rubbing off on each other in good ways, and the Jedi Order didn't like that. They were getting mad at Obi-Wan for being a little bit too much like Anakin. Yeah, bunch of cage cucks, the Jedi Order. I hate those guys. Now, do you think the Jedi or the Sith are cooler?
I don't know. They both have their flaws and they both have their pros. I feel like I'm not fully at liberty to say. Obviously the Sith are evil and like they do bad stuff. Yeah. They do bad shit. Can I choose morally gray Jedi?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you can't. You can't, because that is the easiest choice, and you're not that cool. Nobody is.
You're so right.
Nobody should be able to choose that, because it's such a. Well, I would actually like to do Force Push and Force Lightning, and I'm actually not light side or dark side. I'm gray.
Fair enough. That's fair. It is kind of a chud answer.
It's been made a chud answer because every single chud out there says it, and it's It's like, great, that is a cool concept. You're mixing the sides, you're conflicted, but then you have every single neck-bearded, fedora-wearing chud going, I'm actually more of a gray Jedi. I kind of use a gun, too, along with a lightsaber, and I mixed them together. So it's just, they've ruined it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, do you have a favorite Star Wars character? I think I know what your answer would be. I think you're in between like three answers.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
What do you think they are?
Tell me your answer first.
No, I want to know what you think first.
I think you're in between Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Han Solo.
No, Han Solo's not in there. I kind of don't like Han Solo. Given my reaction to Death Troopers, I think we can establish I don't like Han Solo.
That's an issue with Death Troopers. That's not an issue with Han Solo.
Oh my god. No, I'm not a Han girl. I'm not a Han fan. You're definitely right though. I definitely love Anakin. Love Obi-Wan. I really like Padme.
Really?
I do like her. Is it only like the movies and stuff, or
if your favorite character is not in a movie, I would be surprised.
well, you know what I mean. Like main character wise.
Sure.
I mean, I love Andor.
Okay.
I love Andor. I know he's been glazing Andor because I'm a good wife and I watch my husband's YouTube videos and we talk to each other. We talk to each other outside of YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that, but husband and wife usually do that.
I respond to her comments in real life.
Does, and it makes me very sad because everyone else gets responses to their comments, but I don't.
Are you trying to say Andor is better than any of the main characters in the films?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so, but I do think he is a great character. I think he's really well done and the only good thing that Star Wars Disney has done.
I agree 100%. Now, if you would have said, yeah, he's better than all the movie characters, I would have had to divorce you and kill you, but not in that order. So good on you. You live another day up top. Yeah.
Yay.
So we've gone over favorite characters. We've gone over all this stuff, but I do want to touch back on that. What makes Padme on your list of top characters?
I think I'm
very curious.
Part of it is that she is like a very strong female character.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's really inspiring for one. Like she is a character that is written how Disney wishes they wrote female characters. Because I remember you made a video kind of talking about it, like with the female girl boss, slay queen kind of energy. And I am all for like female empowerment. I am all for like women are amazing. Women are incredible. Obviously, I'm a woman. Women are amazing. Women are great. They can be badass. Women can be so kick-ass. They can be so awesome. But the way Disney does it is so poorly done that it brings the whole movement down. It's I'm awesome only because I'm a woman. Whereas with characters like Padme, she's awesome and she's also a woman. And I just, ever since I was little, I've admired Padme. I adore her. I love Padme. She's such a strong character. She had so much responsibility at such a young age. And I feel like from what we see, she handled it with grace.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Right.
Literally.
And a senator. She's like when she won like one of the youngest senators.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, what is there not to love about her? And she's beautiful. So, I mean, she's gorgeous, obviously. What is there not to love about? And I feel like she doesn't get as much love as she deserves.
I'd be inclined to agree with that, but I mean, although she might not be put on like many like top character lists, she's never going to show up on a worst character list.
Oh, no, one's absolutely.
Ever going to hate on her.
She is like she's like Mother Mary. She's like the Virgin Mary for Catholics. I feel like that's the only like comparison I can make. Catholics love the Virgin Mary.
I mean, I know, but why?
She's just like if you're like a Star Wars fan, like Padme is like up there. I feel like, in my personal opinion, like she's just kind of like she's her.
Sure, yeah.
She's her. I mean, she kind of she gave birth to fucking Luke and Leia. She gave birth to Star Wars equivalent of Jesus. So
well, that's Anakin. Well, is it Anakin? It was supposed to be Anakin.
Is Anakin the Jedi God?
He was supposed to be, and I guess he still was.
So there we go.
After he
Luke
was redeemed. But yeah, no, I agree completely. And with the whole Disney thing, it all kind of comes down to they're trying to make women less unique in a sense. Because men and women are they're inherently different. We're different beings.
It's forced a lot. A lot of
Yeah.
it is very forced. It's not. I'm just awesome because I'm a cool person.
Mm.
I also happen to have boobs.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I like. I don't want it to coming female perspective. I don't want my representation to be I'm a woman and I'm also here. I'm also here. Did you notice I'm a woman, by the way?
I may have a pussy, but I'm the same as you.
I'm so awesome because I'm a girl. Only because I'm a girl.
Pipe down, man pig.
And I'm not going to have sex with you because I'm a woman of power. No, I don't like that.
Eyes up here, dumbass. Stop it.
I don't like that. I don't want my representation to be that because I feel like it does the opposite. It does the opposite 100%. And
to be fair, Disney has, I mean, with everything, single thing, the exception's always Andor, but you, like, Padme is a cunning politician. She's obviously very good at persuading people. She's always for the moral justice of her people and
she
the people
made
of the
Jedi
galaxy.
God fall in love with her. So
That's a big thing too. She's got a very big personality. And she has a million qualities that are awesome and very like inspiring, especially I obviously from the female perspective and even from the male perspective. So she can do so many things that a dude couldn't do.
and
when she does do combat stuff, like the Clone Wars show we were watching, instead of her just being like, "Sorry, bitch, I'm gonna blast all of you," and like hold her pistol sideways and kill
I
everything.
hate the quirky one-liners
Yeah,
as well. That's so millennial coded and it pisses me
fucking
off.
bullshit.
As you can tell, neither of us are millennials.
Yeah. But Padme, instead, she outwits, like, from the few times we see her fight, she's like, well, I'm not a soldier, but I'm going to throw my mink fur coat in the snow and make C-3PO go and grab it. And when they're busy shooting at the droid, I'm going to shoot him. Like, that's smart, and that's something that would never, ever, ever, ever happen again, except for Andor, because Mon Mothma is done pretty well, I think.
Mothma. Oh, I was going to say her, too, is one of my faves.
Yeah.
The Andor show really made her she's so kick-ass.
Yeah, Mon Mothma went from like a nothing burger character in my mind, and Andor changed my mind completely.
She's one of the coolest characters to me. I didn't even know who she was before Andor.
Yeah.
And she is so cool. She's so cool. She is the one good female character Disney has done for Star Wars, in my opinion. Because she's so good. And I feel like with her, she kind of like, she uses the I'm a woman to her advantage.
Oh, yeah.
In a way.
I'm just a woman. I wouldn't be smuggling money.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be doing that.
It's like she uses it to her advantage and uses it against everyone. Because it's like, I'm just a dumb woman.
In a realistic way.
What do I know?
Yeah.
And then she gets shit done. She gets it done.
Mm-hmm.
And she does it well every time. She might seem like a little bit of trouble, but she gets it done. She gets it done. She figures it out. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. Like, it's just, those characters are so inspiring. And if we have a daughter, those are the characters I want her to see and I want her to look up to, you know, because those were characters that I looked up to. And I feel like I turned out pretty all right.
Yeah.
All things considered. But yeah, so that's how I feel about those characters.
I think a lot of the female characters in Andor were pretty good. Like, you have Mon Mothma. Mm-hmm. You have
Andor's mom.
Andor's mom's great.
She was awesome.
Oh my god, I feel stupid. The crazy guy, the guy, the main boss, Andor's boss.
Oh,
what's his name? That guy. That guy's.
That guy. He was like the guy.
Yeah, that
He's
guy's
one
clerk.
of the Scars guards.
Yeah, that guy's clerk. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Lyra.
Vita.
Vera. Vera.
Lita. No,
Maybe.
that was Mon Mothma's daughter.
The girl helping Andor's boss, and also Dedra. Dedra's also.
Oh my God, Dedra.
Yeah, all the females
we
in that
are
show are pretty good.
I hated that bitch at first because you're supposed to, but I love her. I love Dedra.
Yeah, she's the shit.
She's awesome. She's great. What? There's a Lego set that has her as a minifig.
It's out right now.
And I want it. I want
too.
just the Dedra minifig.
Yeah. Comes with Dedra, comes with Andor.
Comes
And,
with something else too.
one of the cool like special ops Imperial units.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thought we'd be talking about female empowerment here? I hate women. Women are awful. I'm kidding. So we've talked about characters. I'm trying to think of anything else that we need to cover. I'm so sleepy. If you cannot tell, I realize I'm not super high energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
You still got a little bit of time.
I know one I'd written down is, if you maybe you weren't writing, if you could synthesize a book from the ether, a Star Wars book, and it was written perfectly, what would it be about? What is something you want to read about in Star Wars that either doesn't exist or maybe it exists and I just haven't showed it to you yet?
I'm gonna be so honest. Obviously, you know, I don't know what all exists.
Yeah.
In Star. Oh, that's one that I didn't even mention. I've also read the first of the Darth Bane trilogy.
You have?
Yeah, you showed it to me, and I listened. Well, I didn't read it. I listened to the audiobook.
All the way through?
Yeah. I probably need to re-listen to it because I probably fell asleep during some of it or was like working.
Mm-hmm.
But I have read all of it or listened to it. Side note, I did like it. I don't remember a lot of it because again, I probably fell asleep during some of it or was working. So, but yes, I do like the Darth Bane book as well. But don't ask me anything about it yet because I need to reread it.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's not a lot of books that I have read, and like I know about a lot of these books because I go with you to buy them and get upset with you because you were buying so many books, and we have a wedding coming up very soon. But I don't know, like I would have to go with like, I love the concept Death Troopers had.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see more Star Wars horror, but like make it actually scary. Take the blueprint of like Death Troopers even. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a zombie plague or whatever, it is kind of badass though. That the zombie plague idea is very awesome. That's kind of what hooked me. But take that blueprint, write it a little better. Really flesh it out. Go more in depth. Really sink your teeth into those scares, because I feel like Star Wars could easily be a horror thing.
Oh yeah,
Star Wars overall could be terrifying, you know, and we see that with things like Bane, for example, where he literally kills everyone. You know, just stuff like that.
I've noticed more in the more books I've been reading and listening to. There might not be more horror novels in Star Wars. I mean, there's like the Galaxy of Fear series, but that's like Goosebumps. But there's absolutely horror shit happening in a lot of these books.
Yeah.
It's not what the book is, but there's absolutely horror stuff going on. Very scary stuff has happened in a couple of the last books I've read.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I'm a horror person. It's just kind of what I want. It's kind of what I want. Like that is probably what would get me into it more, I feel. Just give me something like really like, give me something that tugs on my heartstrings, gets my heart rate going. A lot of things happen to my heart. Maybe by the end of it it'll explode. I don't know. You told me to manifest my perfect Star Wars book, so maybe it does all three of those things.
Awesome.
Tugs on my heart and then makes it beat really fast and then it blows up.
And you want it to be like, you want essentially a good Death Troopers sequel.
I want a good Death Troopers sequel, or not even Death Troopers related at all.
Just a good horror book.
Give me a good Star Wars horror book. I feel like there's so much potential for Star Wars horror, and I feel like it's not tapped into enough. If I'm wrong, please give me recommendations because I would love that. I would love that. Darth Maul. This is my reasoning for why I think Star Wars horror would work so well. Darth Maul was my nightmare demon when I was a child. My father had the bright idea to show me Star Wars at a very young age, very like 2 or 3 years old. And he showed me Phantom Menace, and one of the earliest memories I have is being scared to death of Darth Maul. I'm so scared of him, even as an adult. he scares me. We went and saw Phantom Menace in the theater like 2 years ago for the anniversary re-release. I couldn't look at the screen when he was on the screen. He scares me.
He's a frightening fella.
He scares me. And there's so many girls are like, oh my God.
Some girls want to fuck
Oh my
Darth Maul.
God, Darth Maul. Not me. Not me. We ran into the Hot Topic worker the other day and she was like, oh my God, you like Darth Maul? And I'm like, I would rather kill myself. I don't like Darth Maul, actually. He's very scary. That's another thing why I don't like Red Harvest, because I forget what his species is called.
Zabrak.
Yes. There's one that is a Sith student at the academy, and guess who is on the cover of Red Harvest?
Is it?
Yes. And it's very scary to me because he looks just like Darth Maul. It's very scary. I was so convinced. I'm so mad. I was so convinced Red Harvest was going to be so good because I did like Death Troopers. I say for the 100th time.
So you're saying your I'm assuming your number one horror book would probably be like a horror book from the perspective of a normal person.
Give me a horror novel about the Zabraks. Fuck it.
Uh,
World's most evil guy, fucking Darth Maul. Also, fuck the Darth Maul show that just came out.
Sucks.
That was ass. My nightmare demon got turned into a piss baby cuck boy.
Yeah.
Who has schizophrenic hallucinations.
I like that. I like
That's
the
about it.
hallucinations a little bit.
Not paired with everything else.
Yeah.
World's most evil dude. The show takes place after he was cut in half, mind you, dropped down a hole, turned into a weird cannibal spider thing, and now he's just a little piss baby boy who wants to babysit this little Jedi girl. He wants to be best friends with little Jedi girl boss.
He wants to be her daddy, dude.
He wants to be her daddy, and he loves her.
Star Wars is nothing but...
because she's a girl.
Star Wars is daddies with kids. That's it.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yup.
Are you ready for the movie coming out next year? Called Star Wars Starfighter.
Huh?
It's going to have Ryan Gosling in it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So the premise is, Ryan Gosling is going to be a starfighter pilot.
And he's going to be babysitting?
That's right.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Babysitting.
Is that not the premise of The Mandalorian and Grogu that's out right now?
No. The Mandalorian and Grogu is about
a Mandalorian
who
babysits.
Who's got a little bit, who's got a little baby. But the little baby has force powers.
But the little baby's so cute.
But the little baby's
so cute. He moves his little ears and he coos like a little baby.
And he's got force powers.
And he can go like that.
But then get this, so Starfighter, people are thinking that the kid in Starfighter,
yeah, he's gonna be different.
So okay. So Ryan Gosling he's Ryan Gosling, right?
Oh, I love Ryan Gosling.
And he's babysitting the kid.
We're having Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
crazy.
But they're thinking the kid's gonna have force powers. Like who? Like nobody. It's never been done before.
Nobody.
So
like nobody ever. They've never had an adult having to watch over a kid.
No.
Who surprisingly has force powers.
No. Because Darth Maul, he finds a kid, right?
Yeah, and she's like,
and it's she. So she.
So it's completely different.
So Darth Maul finds a kid, and he's trying to raise this little baby girl, and she has force powers. Right?
But it's a girl, so it's different.
Yeah, okay.
And it's Darth Maul, so it's different. He's an established character watching over this nothing burger girl character.
Yeah.
With force powers, mind you. She is a Jedi.
So there's this other show called
Apprentice.
Rebels, right?
Yeah.
And Rebels, there's this guy named Kanan Jarrus, and he's voiced by Fred from Scooby-Doo in the live action movies.
Oh, wow, okay.
And he does a great job. And so Kanan, so the whole premise of the show is called Rebels, right? Mm-hmm. So you'd think it'd be about the rebellion.
Yeah.
Instead, it's about Kanan Jarrus finding this little orphan.
Oh,
who has force powers?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I've never heard that happen before.
Yeah, but so the kid with force powers, he makes his lightsaber, and the lightsaber is also a gun.
Oh wow!
But it's nothing like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, because then you have Anakin and Obi-Wan going through the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But then there's this little girl with force powers, and they have to take care of her. Right?
I feel like they're trying to. I feel like they're just trying to replay the trope of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan coming across little baby Anakin who has all the midichlorians and shit, and he's like, this kid is God. Oh, fucking Obi-Wan's like, Master, I think this boy has potential. And Qui-Gon's like, yes.
Take the blood out of his arm. Let's see.
Give him a blood test.
Make sure he doesn't have
Who's
AIDS.
his father?
It says he doesn't have one.
He's God. he's Jedi God. I feel like they're trying to replay that over and over again.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work ever.
And just so you know, I skipped about 3 or 4 or 5
Oh, I know.
more.
Well, we watched Bad Batch, and it was all right until it also became
So it's
this whole group of this group of rogue clones
Yeah.
who are also different from each other.
Yeah, they're
even though they're
superheroes.
clones. They're rebellious. They're the Bad Batch. They're different and they're rogue.
Mm-hmm.
And they find this little baby girl that they have to watch over, and they love her so much.
And that's Jango Fett.
And she has force powers.
And she's a clone.
And she is a clone. How?
She's a clone of Jango Fett. That's not a joke.
I know.
So Jango Fett is. So he was all. So I guess Boba Fett was post-op or something.
Mind you, that's not how cloning works.
Yeah, there's something awry there. So I don't even know what we were talking about. Do you have any closing statements for our lovely listeners?
I don't know. Read Death Troopers. It's a fun read. Sorry if I spoiled it for you.
You can never truly spoil.
Yeah, it's still fun to read. Like, you won't see it coming ever, even when you know it's gonna come. You will never see it happen. It punches you so hard in the teeth every time that it's worth reading. Definitely read Death Troopers. It's fun. Don't take it too seriously or you'll be disappointed. Just take it as like, this is gonna be a fun, like, kind of like how you watch like a schlocky like 80s horror movie. There's a lot of stuff in there I didn't spoil, so it's still pretty interesting. It is still pretty scary in some parts. Don't read Red Harvest, though. Don't, unless you like to torture yourself, unless you're a masochist who likes reading things that confuse you. There are a few good moments where it's like, oh fuck, but not enough to make it worthwhile, I would say.
So you heard it here first. Read some books, read some things.
Disney. Oh,
this is you have more closing arguments?
Disney sucks.
Disney sucks. This has been the Hollow Pod. Thank you for my beautiful wife for joining us.
Yay, Mrs. Hollownet.
She might be on again sometime, but I am just so very sleepy. Bye-bye.